If you've been with me for a while on this page, you know that I take my study of fascism and present it to you in short-form content that is digestible and accessible so that we can all know better and all know complex things a little easier. And what I never talk about, what I'm going to talk about today, is just how painful that is. I just finished this book, and I can't recommend it enough. The prose is absolutely beautiful. The information presented is glaring and stark and important. And it made me sick to my stomach to read it. It's a first-hand account. It's the experience of someone who went through Auschwitz-Birkenau. Specifically, they traveled literally through Auschwitz-Birkenau and were stationed for most of their time in the concentration camps at a satellite camp, at a mining operation, and then were later transferred to a hospital camp made out of an old factory where inmates were sent to die. The vivid detail that this journalist turned deportee turned prisoner presents the worst things that's ever happened to him, to most anyone, make me physically sick during the reading of it. And yet I devoured the whole book in the span of like 3 days. And what I'm left with after it, and after the other however many books I've read on the subject, is this frustrating relationship I have with the field of history that I love. It's been lucrative for me. I've got a great job that I love. I'm surrounded by people that respect me and that I respect. And that's because I've dedicated myself to knowing one thing real good. And it's also been really awesome to interact with you guys on TikTok and build a platform for myself that I'm translating, hopefully, into real world good here really soon. And at the same time, it is utterly excruciating to do this work. I read the book KL a few years ago, and it holds the record of being the only book I've ever read, the only piece of media I've ever consumed, that gave me nightmares. I would have to put it down every 20 or 30 pages, and it took me weeks to read the thing. And it's massive. It's well above 500 pages. Because it hurt so much to consume it. And to see the anger and frustration that drove acts of unbearable atrocity, and to see those angers and frustrations manifesting again in our world today as if we learned no lessons from history. So what I'm left with at the end of it, or I guess in the middle of my studies, I'm still young, I've still got a lot of academia-ing left in me, is that I don't know what to make of my life's work, and I don't know how to continue to bear it. But I'm going to shoulder the thing, and I'm going to drag y'all along with me so we can all know better and learn better. Though if I had any advice for young historians who find any inspiration whatsoever from these videos, maybe study pirates or something. It'd be a lot more fun. Anyway, thank y'all so much for sticking around. This was more of a ramble today than a history lesson. My books are on the TikTok shop. Super awesome people on Patreon. Thank you so much for helping me do what I do. I put some written works and essays there if you want to check them out, and I'll see you next time.